lots of parties that were filled with celebrities, big celebrities. And as you say, there were whispers about what happens late into the night at various parties, not to mention specific parties like freak-offs. How likely is it, do you think, that there are celebrities there?
I would assume that the vast majority of the people involved in these freak-offs would be celebrities, at least on the male side of things. You know, it's easy for me to imagine, and from what we've heard, that a lot of these parties might be like a handful of guys, and then dozens or even hundreds of women who are basically involved in it.
The real sad part about it is the silence of the people in Hollywood. Are they scared? Are they nervous for themselves? Are they worried about something like this coming out about them? People are concerned about the slightest infraction these days. I have to be honest with you. People are afraid of being canceled.
You said we are not done, and that Combs did not do this alone. Do you foresee that there could be other charges related to this case?
I'm not taking anything off the table. People are thinking, oh crap, I was at that party. What happened? What did I do? What did others do? And I think that video that the Homeland Security folks sees freaked them out.
Yeah, it freaked a lot of people out for sure. It's the after parties, it's the side rooms. You know, it's whether there's video of those smaller gatherings of people who stay when the party's over, or who are getting together, you know, everybody else is in the larger room, that people are afraid of. I think that video is going to blow a lot of, you know, stuff open wide if it comes to light.
If some celebrity is captured on video at one of these freak-offs, could that celebrity's lawyer somehow go to prosecutors, the judge, and say, please blur my client, cut them out. There's no reason to make them collateral damage.
It's possible that somebody of some renown, some fame, a recognizable face, could be involved in some of these freak-off tapes. If they are, that person clearly can ask prosecutors to take some kind of action to blur out their face, or to make sure that they're not recognizable if they haven't done anything illegal. However, at some point there's a balancing test between a celebrity's right to privacy and to the protection of their career, and to the public's right to know, and to the jury's right to see and deliberate on a just decision. And every time the prosecution is going to choose the public's right to know and the jury's right to do justice over a celebrity's right to remain private.
If I was a Hollywood celebrity and I was at one of those parties, I'd make sure to talk to a lawyer, because I could easily be dragged into this.
Does he have any goodwill attached when it comes to this jury that he'll have?
In my opinion, Sean Combs enters the courtroom with a very complicated history.
I love it, love it. Oh, I'm a savage. Whatever I want to get, whatever I want to have to get.
I think the defense is going to have a difficult time portraying him as a choir boy or as someone who is beloved by the public. Sean Combs is someone who has been consistently in the crosshairs of law enforcement since the 90s when he first came into prominence. So he's a complicated figure entering that courtroom.
What if, Nancy, Diddy's lawyers say in trial, look, the prosecution is infantilizing women by saying that they were at these freak-offs under duress or pressure, that people go to orgies, people do drugs, to assume that they didn't have the right not to go or to leave when they wanted is a huge leap. To that, as a prosecutor, you would say what?
So when evidence comes out of Sean Combs baiting, threatening, chasing victims,
participated in these freak offs, who are willing to get on the stand and said, I did so freely, I was not coerced, I wanted to do these things, and they have enough witnesses that are compelling, that would be their best defense. It's not illegal to be a freak. It is illegal to drug people, coerce people into doing those things.
We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen on this footage. One person, in addition to the accusers who have filed these civil suits, is a male sex worker.
It's pretty stunning that Diddy's lawyer could subpoena some of the people who were at these parties, knowing they were there because there's video of them, and all of a sudden they're forced to take a stand and talk about this.
I have to imagine anyone who has participated is absolutely terrified right now. Because imagine if you started participating in these parties years ago, and now you've gone on to become a trad wife, or maybe you're just a stay-at-home mom, and that is not your life anymore. But you might be subpoenaed, and you might have to testify to things that are on the video. It's absolutely horrifying, but I will say it will be a really compelling trial.
Just want to give you all a taste of what it's like being in a mix. Mixing the record. What you like to say?
I just want to say thank you to everybody and everybody who really likes the record. It's definitely an honor to be the public's calling that.
If I'm the defense, I would also point out that there was also a financial motive here for these women, right? It's not just consent. How many years ago was that confrontation? Many years ago. She didn't go to the law police at any time. She didn't go to a lawyer at any time until recently. And then instead of going to law enforcement, look, you're a victim of crime. The first place you should go to is police. She didn't do that. She went to a lawyer and tried to get money. Okay? I'm just telling you what to do. And she got money. All of a sudden, all these other victims came forward. Everyone who was claimed to be a victim was first looking for money. And that's a motive. That's proper fodder for cross-examination.
They are going to ascribe notice to the women that they would sleep with Combs or his cohorts in exchange for a career boost. There was all the quid pro quo. I don't think women on the jury are going to go along with that. But when you combine that with threats of violence and actual violence, Harvey, please, hiding women away in remote areas so their bruises can heal, they're going to hear that. The jury's going to hear that.
We should want, as a society, to question the validity of an allegation. Doesn't mean smearing somebody. It simply means, how come you never said this to anyone for 20 years?
What's up, bro? Good, man. Happy Wednesday to you, bro. Thank you, man.
I have interviewed a lot of people for this documentary, and a lot of them have said game over after they saw the Cassie video. Does this compel you to put him on the stand and explain it?
I don't know that I can keep him off the stand. I think he is very eager to tell his story, and I think he will tell every part of the story, including what you see on the video. So I expect this can be explained by the both of us. The thing that's missing from this story is the overall context of the entire situation. And when that context is appreciated, what people are going to see, clearly, this was a long-term, loving, intense relationship that had mutual infidelities. And that is the reason why you see some of what you see, on the video.
It's kind of breathtaking that what you're telling me is that Diddy is going to take the stand and he will be cross-examined about this video, about the violence in the video, about freak-offs, about allegedly blowing up a car, all of those things. That feels kind of dicey.
He has his story, and he has a story that I think only he can tell in the way he can tell it in real time. And it's a human story. It's a story of love. It's a story of hurt. It's a story of heartbreak. I mean, when he describes that relationship, the word he uses more than any other word is heartbreak. It was heartbreak. She was heartbroken.
What's up, bud? Are you doing all right, man? Are you okay? You all right, man?
What kind of a jury does Sean Combs want? Men, women, white, black? Is it more complicated than that?
The best jury for Sean Combs is a very diverse jury, and perhaps a jury that is primarily male. He 100% wants black people on the jury, people that understand where he comes from and the hard work and dedication that he had to show to rise to the level of prominence where he currently is. He wants people that respond to celebrity, success, fame, power.
I find that homosexual Charles Bronson is right cases. Sometimes women know the harshness of women, and the most severe judge of the credibility of other women making accusations. Honestly, older black women from Brooklyn, from where he's from. They're street smart. We want street smart jurors is what we want here.
What kind of jury do you want?
I want people who've gone out and had a life with romance and love and loss and cheating and heartbreak on their own. Because that is the person who's going to see this for what it is. And this is all about those things.
You mentioned earlier about a racial component here. Do you want black people on this jury?
I've never been one to do that when picking a jury. I want people who are sensitive to the issues that I think are important.
Would you be open to a plea bargain?
Well, it's not up to me. It's up to Mr. Combs, and I don't see it happening.
Why?
Because he believes he's innocent. He believes he's innocent. And what's more, he believes that he needs to stand up, not just for himself, for his family, and for everybody who's been targeted by the federal government. He feels an obligation to those people to say, you know what, maybe I can break the model. Maybe I can show the world that a black man can win, in federal court. And I think he probably is the only person I know of who might be able to actually accomplish that.
Diddy was denied bail. This trial could be a year out. So this man went from, a person of incredible wealth and means to somebody who is now in a very small jail cell. Mostly isolation. That must be the opportunity.
It has to be, pretty eye-opening to wake up in a cell when you were living on Star Island, one of the most exclusive places in the world to live. But again, I think it goes back to that passive video in the hotel. Anyone who has seen that video thinks to themselves, I'm glad Diddy is sitting there eating his bologna sandwich on his very hard job.
What's his state of mind?
His state of mind is actually remarkably positive. I spend several hours with him every day. I'm going to leave you and go see him now. And his resolve is strong. He's engaged. He's focused on his defense. And we see him every day. And he is coming to terms with the fact that this is where he is for now. We are trying to get this man to trial as soon as possible.
Whether he skates on federal charges or not, is it game over for him in terms of his career because of Cassie video? There's no return. I mean, how can you look at that video and anybody take you seriously or want to sit across the table at the boardroom? Even just that video is enough. Nothing else may materialize. He may be found not guilty for anything moving forward past the video. But I think his reputation is over. I think his career is over. And America loves a good comeback story. I think this may
just listened to every record. He gave me his input on what could make the record that he did come to town all the way classic and just reach their full potential.
Nobody's ever going to be able to take it away from Coach that he had artistic contribution to so many of these artists that he brought to the forefront was so gigantic that it's kind of hard to imagine anyone being able to take that. But at the same time, you've kind of seen it with Russell Simmons, you've certainly seen it with R. Kelly.
R. Kelly is spending more time in prison after being sentenced federally for child pornography and enticement of minors for sex.
As time goes by and people become comfortable with celebrating their contributions, it's just going to be more and more difficult for people to have a conversation about Diddy without bringing up all of this negative shit as well.
It's an action. It doesn't negate what you've been able to achieve. It's hard enough for me to ever act like, I mean, I danced quite hard. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Nothing about this. He is an icon. He has been an icon all these years, and he is an icon with an asterisk now. You can be a phenomenal musician and a monster.
I don't care about his legacy. I don't give a flying fig about his legacy. His legacy is as a sex abuser with probably hundreds, if not more, victims. That's his legacy. Don't ask me anymore about his Hollywood legacy. I don't care.
We're talking about a guy that did a hell of a lot for the black culture, for the culture in general. We're not going to label any color. We're going to say for the culture, right? Black excellence. Tequila made by a black man. Give everybody jobs, schools. There's a dream of mine. Come back to my neighborhood and open up a school in Harlem. It really meant something to black people. He was an inspirational figure where people wanted to aspire to be like him, to have that degree of success, to be able to buy a giant compound in a state in the Hamptons and throw white parties every year and invite every single A-list celebrity and have your own jet.
All black everything. All black crew. Greatest pilots in the world.
I mean, look, it's the uber American dream to be able to do something like that. So he was a giant, huge role model for a lot of people. And now he's following in his course. Build him up, you tear him down. But I think sadly, he gave folks the, ammunition to be able to tear him down. Is Diddy concerned about his legacy, given everything that's come out already, even if he's found?
That's a very good question, and honestly, I haven't asked him that. I'm gonna venture an answer. I think he'd use his legacy as being a fighter. I think he'd use his legacy as someone who's worked very, very hard to get everything that he earned. And if he can work hard and earn a not guilty verdict in the eyes of 12 New Yorkers, I think that would be consistent. such great individual artists that it'll be a fine on their own. God bless them.
Shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, miss? Annabella, shake that thing, yeah. Da 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 da. Jody and Rebecca, woman, get busy. Just shake and do it non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get drunk, up, working it. Anything you want, because it's hostility. If I don't take pity, want to see you get life on the rhythm of my heart. And my lyrics up about electricity. Girl, nobody can do you nothing, cause you don't know your destiny. Yo, sexy ladies want power with us, and they care with us, they not war with us. In the club, them want flex with us, they get next with us, they can't vex with us. Every day my one time, now my flame, girl, I call my name, and it is so fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on, till I earn them on, let's get it on, let's get it on, till I earn them on, girl, it's all good, just turn me on, girl, don't sweat it, don't get agitated, girl, go on, rotate, cause anything you want, you know you must get it. Coming in my mention, yo, eat the tension, girl, run the program, just go and get it. Yo, have a good time, girl, free up on your mind, cause nobody can, this your man won't let it. You are the number one, girl, wave your hand, let them see the wedding band, yo. Sexy ladies want power with us, in the car with us, they not war with us. In the club, them want flex with us, they get next to us, they not vex with us. From the day my bond time, now my flame, girl, I call my name, and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on, till I earn them on, let's get it on, let's get it on, till I earn them on, girl, it's all good, just turn me on, come on, get busy, just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop, just keep swinging it, get jiggy, get drunk, up, working it, anything you want, because it's hostility, if I don't take pity, want to see you get live when the rhythm hit a ride, and my lyrics up about electricity, girl, nobody can tell you nothing, cause you don't know your destiny, yo, sexy ladies want power with us, in the car with us, they not war with us, in the club, they want flex with us, they get next to us, they not vex with us, from the day my bond track, now my flame, girl, I call my name, and it is my fame, it's all good, girl, turn me on, till I earn them on, let's get it on.
Stop banging on the damn credits. You hear me now? This is the last time.
New side.
Run, let's get it on till I earn them on, girl. It's all good, just turn me on. Yo, shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, yo? Annabella, shake that thing, miss. Da-da-da-da, yo, Miss Jody and the one named Rebecca, yo, shake that thing, yo. Anna, shake that thing, yo. Annabella, shake that thing, miss. Can I, yeah, hey, yo, come and go for them sexy ladies, want power with us, and now they car with us, and now war with us. In the club, them want flex with us, they get next to us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond time, now my flame, girl, I call my name, and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on, till I earn them on, let's get it on, let's get it on, till I earn them on, girl, it's all good, just turn me on. Yo, sexy ladies want power with us, in the car with us, them not war with us. In the club, them want flex with us, they get next with us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond tight, down my flame, girl, I call my name, yo, it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on, till I earn them on, let's get it on, let's get it on, till I earn them on. Yo,
Light up the place up on the radio channel.
so me go so then.
Bring it up. Light up the place. Hey, right now we have a brand new channel. All the radio channel. Light it up. Yo, light it up. More fire. More fire.
Just getting jet. Need a lot of trees up in my head, and a lot of them in my bed to run that real. But I don't flick
Hello.
Watching me up in the left, I got the woody front way back way. I got the came on up and show me virgin. Them want give me and they have to took it. What the promises are compared to a fool, so cool. But they don't know, say that man up the rule. This school, when I bet them up.
I warned you about the banging of the furnace, but you wouldn't listen. The party done. Now open my house. Up, up.
New side.
Amazon shopping.
this disgusting?
Did you know that Sensodyne now has a clinical range of toothpaste where you can both whiten your teeth
Cannot keep it late. You don't know how to drive.
Sometimes I get a good feeling.
Woo!
Yeah.
Kid na.
Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good